show you what's been done, what has to be done. Oh, where do we start? Let me give you a visual. We put the lights in. You know, let's get blurry. There you go. We put the eyeball lights in. Gotta patch that where the electrical was. Patch that where the electrical was. Am I an electrician? No, but I can do what I can do. This is gonna be a front closet. This was drywalled a long time ago. Let me show you, bring some light on in here. There you go. Long time ago. We're gonna give you an example where they had papered it. It was starting to separate. So I'm going to go back and re-paper it or whatever you call it and put mud over it like that. What else? What me and my son did, we ran a 220 line through that wall, hooked up the stove. How do I say it? When I walked in here, I don't know how many months ago, my son had a friend that started helping do this and he bailed. They did run water lines out here, cable line, internet line, some electricity, and this wall was here, that. Me and my son put this wall up, put that door in, put the countertop in, put the sinks in, put the plumbing in. There's a place to eat. I made that little wrought iron thing. It's like any project. Oh, let me do time. The time is Wednesday the 2nd, almost 2 o'clock. It's kind of weird being here because my son Nicky is always here. But he's off in school, University of Michigan. Today it's the 2nd, he starts school on the 8th and he wanted to get up there and get settled. That's lunch. Because I'm on a budget and I try not to eat out. Anyway, like any project, you start out and you have money, and then when you get towards the end of a project, the money gets thin. And this is my son's, all his money. He has about $5 grand into this. I'm not sure if he's gonna rent it or if he's gonna live in it when he comes back from college. I'm not sure. So he's done well. He knows how to budget his money. He had bought these, and basically this is not the right way to make cabinetry, but we're trying to do it on a budget. And cap the doors with oak. Built all these cabinets right here, built these cabinets right here. And then we'll take this, which is not real oak, and we'll put it around the edges, because this is like $5 compared to almost $9 for real oak trim. I've done this work, I've done this before in a travel trailer, and it does come out quite nice for being fake oak. I'm not a drywaller, and that's what I dread the most, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not used to being in here, hearing all that noise. Anyway, his friend installed a shower and screwed it up. We had to yank the whole shower back out. We installed the sink, and behind the toilet, the line is leaking there. Had to replace that. The seal was leaking there, even though it was brand new. We laid the linoleum. This is going to be access right there to go into the kitchen cupboard, because there isn't much storage in the bathroom. Basically, this is a studio apartment. All this needs to be, the doors need to be made. A little bit of everything needs to be all caulked inside. Inspectors come and they okayed everything. There's a lot of little things that need to be done, and it all adds up. But it'll get done. because I'll do it, because I don't want my son to worry while he's in college. I want him to stay focused. I want him to get as much knowledge and the best grade he can get, so it benefits him. It doesn't benefit me, but it benefits him. I have my own things to do, but my son needed my help, and that's what dads are supposed to do. Don't commend me for that. That's not what I'm saying. You're supposed to do for your kids. You're not just supposed to say, you're supposed to put action. You're supposed to do it. Do what you can do for who you can do it for. Like I said, a lot of little everything. I'm gonna finish all this, paint it, stain the cupboards, lay the carpet, lay the linoleum, everything that needs to be done. The 5 D's in life: desire, drive, dedication, a good dinner, and another day. That's how things get done in my world, in my opinion. That's how I complete. It can be overwhelming like anything. You just take a little piece at a time, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick all this up. Yes, this is a construction zone, but when my son was here, I could ask him where a tool was, and he pretty much knew where it was. I don't know where everything is, and if I had to hunt for a minute or two to look for a tool, it upsets me. So it's best for me right from the beginning to organize everything so I know where it's at. It's just how I work, what works for me. This is supposed to be, you used to have a gas line out here way back in the day. That gas line leaks. So it was getting cold, and no, electric heat is not efficient. But this is whatever that is. It has heater coils, copper. It's supposed to be the most energy efficient. It has the thermostat on it. We've only had it in here one day, last time we worked. It seems to work pretty good in a pinch. We don't know what the electric bill will be. Got a long ways to go, but you just plug at it. This is how I did it here, is I cut a hole in the drywall, drilled a hole so we can run a cable line down, shove it down through there, and the cable line's coming out with a faceplate. What I did is put expanding foam behind there, and an old piece of wood with a screw. So the expanding foam will push against the wood. And then when I take those 2 stir sticks, whatever you want out, I will take the original drywall that I cut out of there and seam it and plaster it, or whatever you would like to call it. It's not plaster, it's joint compound. I'm not a drywall man, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician. I know a little bit from experience from doing it. I do the best of my ability every day. I don't know how many minutes it's been. Let's do a commercial break, and maybe I have some words of wisdom. Maybe I just have some stupidity shit to spit out. I don't know. Depends what comes to my mind. We all been kids. Maybe I can kill this light. Maybe I can stand right there. You go. The light in the darkness. We've all been kids, and to be the parent and to raise your kids, my opinion only, I didn't do the best job raising my boys. I tried at that time. Will I be a better grandpa someday? Yeah, I know I will, because I've been through it once. I've learned what to get upset about and what just let it roll. Point being, you want to raise good kids? There's no guarantee. You can't just spit shit out to them. You got to show them. You gotta always tell them you love them. Always tell them you're proud of them. Always tell them that they're all that. When it gets to a point when they become teenagers, generally they're not gonna listen. They think their parents don't know anything. All you can do is tell them what your opinion and what you think. They're not always going to listen. Sometimes they're not going to listen. Sometimes they have to learn the hard way. You have to let them fall and pick them up a few times, dust them off. Just be patient. That's what everybody wants, you know. Point being, this is what I did. I told my kids how I was when I was young. That I got high a lot, and I drank a lot. And I told them that. I told them it was a big waste of my time in my life. Because it was. I burned up a lot of good years in my 30s. I regret it. There's nothing I can do about it. But I try to teach them to don't make the same mistakes that I did. Sometimes they are going to make the same mistakes. Sometimes they're not. None of us is born with a manual how to live. I want to be home in my garage, even though my bearings aren't there. But I'm here. Do I want to be here? Not really. It's not top of my list. But it needs to be done. And I'm here to do it. I'm not just going to say, I'll do it. I told him, I guaranteed him, it'll be done in 3 months. I got to make it happen. Kind of weird him not being here, but I'll get used to it. Change is hard for everybody. I could say a few more things, but I'm just maybe in another video. Peace of mind, peace of oneself, peace of property, peace on earth, rest in peace, internal peace, piece of action, piece of the puzzle, bigger piece of the pie, piece of pussy, piece of corn dog. When the big dogs get all done eating, the puppies get a piece of something, motherfucker. Guess everything has a season. I'll let that be. Some don't understand what the shoe's got to say. Guess it wasn't meant for you. Maybe it was meant for someone else. Maybe I'll show a clip of it cleaned up, I don't know. Peace, people.